Humans will always be humans, committing acts of betrayal and doing evil things. But God is always God, and He is the judge. Today's story will give us an understanding of how God judges human wickedness. I am Jeremiah Asariado, and today I'll be telling the untold Bible stories. You won't believe this story is in the Bible. Don't pass this video by, and do well to sit through to the end. And I promise you won't regret so.
Oh, word, this is hot. Where are we? I think that the Scorpion Pass. Hey guys, this is what we're suffering here. All that we need you to do is subscribe to this channel.
Hit like, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell. That way you get notified when we post the videos. Bye friends.
Abimelech, son of Jerubbaal, went to his mother's brothers in Shechem and said to them and to all of his mother's clan, "Ask all the citizens of Shechem, which is better for you, to have all 70 Jerubbaal's sons rule over you, or just one man? Remember, I'm your flesh and blood." When the brothers repeated all of this to the citizens of Shechem, they were inclined to follow Abimelech, for they said, "He is related to us." They gave him 70 shekels of silver from the temple of Baal-berith, and Abimelech used it to hire reckless scoundrels who became his followers. He went to his father's home in Ophrah and on one stone murdered the 70 brothers, the sons of Jerubbaal. One act of wickedness. You murder your brothers all because you just want to rule? What a wicked world we live in. As the Bible rightly says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? But Jotham, the youngest son of Jerubbaal, escaped by hiding. Then all the citizens of Shechem and Beth Millo gathered beside the great tree at the pillar in Shechem to crown Abimelech king. So bad of the people of Shechem. Just because Abimelech is related to them, they help in committing such acts of wickedness and then crown him king. And this happens in our world a lot. We see people do evil and we support them just because they are our friends, family, or loved ones, forgetting our moral values or worse, our Christian faith. God have mercy on us. We have to stand for right and fight injustice, no matter what it will cost us. But praise to God, one son was able to escape. I'm suspecting something unfolding from this son who escaped. Let's continue. When Jotham was told about this, he climbed up on top of Mount Gerizim and shouted to them, "Listen to me, citizens of Shechem, so that God may listen to you." One day, the trees went out to anoint a king for themselves. They said to the olive tree, "Be our king." But the olive tree answered, "Should I give up my oil, by which gods and humans are honored, to sway over the trees?" Next, the tree said to the fig tree, "Come and be our king." But the fig tree replied, "Should I give up my fruit, so good and sweet, to hold sway over the trees?" Then the tree said to the vine, "Come and be our king." But the vine answered, "Should I give up my wine, which cheers both gods and humans, to hold sway over the trees?" Finally, all the trees said to the thorn bush, "Come and be our king." The thorn bush said to the trees, "If you really want to anoint me king over you, take refuge in my shade. But if not, then let fire come out of the thorn bush and consume the cedars of Lebanon." Have you acted honorably and in good faith by making Abimelech king? Have you been fair to Jerubbaal and his family? Have you treated him as he deserves? Remember, my father fought for you, risked his life to rescue you from the hand of Midian. But today you have revolted against my father's family. You have murdered 70 of his sons on a single stone, and made Abimelech, the son of his female slave, king over the citizens of Shechem, because he is related to you. Have you acted honorably to good faith towards Jerubbaal and his family today? If you have, may Abimelech be your joy. May you be his too. If you have not, let fire come out of Abimelech and consume you. The citizens of Shechem and Beth Millo, let fire come out from you. The citizens of Shechem and Beth Millo, and will consume Abimelech. Then Jotham fled, escaping to Beer, and he lived there because he was afraid of his brother Abimelech. After Abimelech had governed Israel for 3 years, God stirred up animosity between Abimelech and the citizens of Shechem, so they had acted treacherously against Abimelech. And God did this in order that the crime against Jerubbaal's 70 sons, the shedding of their blood, might be avenged on their brother Abimelech and on the citizens of Shechem, who had helped him murder his brothers. God is the one who can avenge perfectly. For every evil seed men sow, they shall reap. Now is the time for Abimelech and the people of Shechem to dance according to the tune of the drum they beat and pay for their evil. Let's see what happens. In opposition to him, these citizens of Shechem get men to the hilltops to ambush and rob everyone who passed by. And this was reported to Abimelech. Now Gaal, son of Ebed, moved with his clan into Shechem, and its citizens put their confidence in him. After they had gone out into the fields and gathered the grapes and treaded them, they had held a festival in the temple of their God. While they were eating and drinking, they cursed Abimelech. Then Gaal's son of Ebed said, "Who is this Abimelech, and why should we Shechemites be subjected to him? Isn't he Jerubbaal's son? And isn't Zebul his deputy? Serve the family of Hamor, Shechem's father. Why should we serve Abimelech? If only these people were under my command, then I would get rid of him. I would say to Abimelech, call out your whole army." When Zebul the governor of the city heard what Gaal's son of Ebed said, he was very angry. On the cover, he sent messages to Abimelech saying, "Gaal's son of Ebed and his clan have come to Shechem and are stirring up the city against you. Now then, during the night you and your men should have come and lie in wait in the fields. In the morning at sunrise, advance against the city. When Gaal and his men come out against you, seize the opportunity to attack him." So Abimelech and all his troops set out by night and took up concealed positions near Shechem in 4 companies. Now Gaal, son of Ebed, had gone out and was standing at the entrance of the city gate, just as Abimelech and his troops came out from their hiding place. When Gaal saw them, he said to Zebul, "Look, people are coming down from the tops of the mountains." Zebul replied, "You mistake the shadows of the mountains for men." But Gaal spoke up again, "Look, people are coming down from the central hill, and company is coming from the direction of the diviner's tree." Then Zebul said to him, "Where's your big talk now? You who said, 'Who is Abimelech, that we should subject to him?' Aren't these the men you ridiculed? Go out and fight them." So Gaal let out the citizens of Shechem and fought Abimelech. Abimelech chased him all the way to the entrance of the gate, and so many were killed as they fled. Then Abimelech stayed in Arumah, and Zebul drove Gaal and his clan out of Shechem. The next day, the people of Shechem went out to the fields, and was reported to Abimelech, so that he took his men, divided them into 3 companies, and set an ambush in the fields. When he saw the people coming out of the city, he rose to attack them. Abimelech and the companies with him rushed forward to position at the entrance of the city gate. Then 2 companies attacked them in the fields and struck them down. All that day, Abimelech pressed his attack against the city until he had captured them. It killed its people. Then he destroyed the city and scattered salt all over it. On hearing this, the citizens of the Tower of Shechem went to the stronghold of the temple of El-Berith. When Abimelech heard that they had assembled there, he and all his men went up to Mount Zalmon. He took an axe and cut off some branches, which he lifted to his soldiers. He ordered the men with him, "Quick, do what you have seen me do." So that all the men cut branches and followed Abimelech. They piled them against the stronghold and set it on fire with the people still inside. So all the people in the tower of Shechem and about thousands men and women also died. Next, Abimelech went to Thebez and besieged it and captured it. Inside the city, however, was a strong tower, to which all the men and women, all the people of the city, had fled. They had locked themselves in and climbed up on the tower to the roof. Abimelech went to the tower and attacked it. But as he approached the entrance of the tower to set it on fire, a woman dropped an upper milestone on his head and cracked his skull. Hurriedly, he called to his armor bearer, "Draw your sword and kill me, so that they can't say, 'A woman killed him.'" So his servant ran him through, and he died. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever man sows, he will also reap. That's the word of God. Let's be careful of the actions we make, the words we speak, and the way we treat people. Whatever we do, whether good or bad, don't think you are just doing it and that's all. There's always a consequence for our actions one way or another, just as it is to Abimelech and the people of Shechem. When the Israelites saw that Abimelech was dead, they went home. Thus God repaid the wickedness that Abimelech had done to his father by murdering his 70 brothers. God also made the people of Shechem pay for all their wickedness. The curse of Jotham, son of Jerubbaal, came on them. And that was a sad story. So many lessons learned from it. But you don't want to miss the next Untold Bible story. Do what to subscribe and hit the bell button so that you immediately be aware when our next episode is up. But till then, stay blessed. Bye.